Welcome back to Open BXRx. Gigs and opportunities have been very limited for many creatives and freelancers due to social distancing and pause orders during COVID-19. Creatives Near You, or CNU, is a new social networking app designed to connect the creative world based on location. Here to tell us more is the creator of CNU, Christopher Sinanan. Thank you for joining us, Christopher.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I want to get straight into it. The first thing I want to learn about is about you, your background, and what made you develop CNU.
Well, I've been a producer and engineer for the last 15 years. I play guitar and lead singer on a band. And I've always been in different type of environments in the music industry. So I've worn a lot of hats. And I've had the great privilege of working with a lot of different type of creatives outside of music as well. And a common issue that I've always found was that people are developing their skills and kind of working more independently now. And the problem seems to be that they just don't have a way to promote that new ability to work independently. And a lot of times people are within a very close proximity to each other and they've never been able to really establish connection with people outside of their network. So I just saw that seemed to be a gap between us and them, and I felt like it needed to be created.
Right. I think it's an awesome app. I remember meeting you back in February, I believe it was.
Yeah, pretty much.
At the BX Film 48 networking event. Shout out to BX Film 48. You've been planning to launch this app and then COVID-19 hit. Your idea was always to keep creatives connected. How has the pandemic impacted or helped the app development or getting the word out about this app?
Well, I had a lot of great plans of how I wanted to promote it. I was very much focused on like universities and production schools, environments like that, where kids were about to graduate and start to seek those opportunities outside of their networks. And, so we had a lot of colleges and different places like that were set to let us come in and speak and talk to some of their students. And unfortunately, with the school closures and everything, that had to be stopped, at least temporarily. But on the flip side of it, the benefit of it is that you start to really see how the creative community really adapts to these type of situations, and how people are still trying to create and still connect to people despite the type of disconnection that we're forced into right now.
Right. So now let's just get straight into it. How does the app work? How does CNU work? And who can use it? All that good stuff.
Well, creatives near you, it really is in the name. Any type of creative really is welcome to download it. It's me being a musician, I tend to have more musical connections, but it really is geared to photographers, filmmakers, makeup artists, actors, actresses, anyone that really creates or is within a creative field of interest. And essentially how it works is you sign up for the app and you contribute some basic information like a username, and your location is a really big part of it. And then we ask you 4 key questions. And those questions are: what have you done? What do you do? What are you trying to do? And what do you use? And in these 4 questions, we advise you to basically contribute them kind of in a hashtag format. And those hashtags contribute to a large search bank that we use to kind of create a unique profile specific to you and the type of creative that you are. So that when somebody within your area does a search and say look for a producer and you are a producer, you would populate in a search radius based off of what they search.
That is so cool. I think it's so efficient, especially right now, since we can't have that physical connection with each other. And a lot of this work is mostly done remotely. I mean, you can meet up with the person, right? Like the game, I noticed that there's like a calendar link. You can like schedule a meeting or an appointment with the individual. So I think that's really, really cool.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you also about freelance work. For instance, a lot of freelancers feel a little halted due to the pandemic. How does CNU offer a platform for those who lost that source of income, whether it be a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, all of these creative businesses?
Well, creatives really thrive in their ability to kind of be resilient and adapt to these type of situations. The people who really last in the creative industries, no matter what they are the ones that are going to continue to push despite the obstacles in front of them. So, as a creative, you're only as valuable as the work that you put out and the amount of effort you put towards your craft. Our app right now, although we have great plans for the future and things that we want to include, it serves primarily as just like a meeting ground, for you and the creatives that you interact with. Once you establish that connection with somebody, it's really onto you to really take the initiative to continue on those type of connections and try to continue collaborating with people, because a lot of people are working remotely and still are in need of graphic designers and filmmakers. And luckily with the internet and file transferring, we have the ability to send projects across the internet, and have the ability to continue doing things, just probably in a different fashion than we're used to.
Right. And then CNU serves as this one hub where you can just have all of these things in one. So I think it's fantastic. You can also put your work on there. As you said earlier, you can upload videos or any type of proof of your work. Can you also talk to us about that, about, the things that you can share on the app?
Absolutely. We right now, you primarily are able to upload photography, any videos you have, and you could basically connect any type of links to any website, social media platforms that you're already a part of. And, and that just basically all in all just creates a unique package of who you are as a creative, the type of things that you do. Because we already have a lot of our work up. If you're a producer, you already have a SoundCloud, possibly. If you're a model, you have an Instagram. So, to be able to consolidate all those resources that you're already using to create one unique profile to promote to the world based off your location is really what we're trying to do.
Right. And now for those creatives who are shy, because we know there are a lot of creatives who, are shy about putting their work out there, what kind of message would you send to them in regards to using CNU as an app, as a medium to connect with others?
Well, I would just tell them that, never be discouraged from sharing the type of things that you create. A lot of this is really geared towards the people who are just getting started and, struggling to make those necessary connections. And, if you never try, you'll never get results. And I think that, we need people to continue to try to take risks and push the envelopes of what is being creative in a modern world. The tools are there for you. The resources are there for you to continue doing what you want to do. And, we need more creatives in the world, and we don't want people to be limited based off of resources.
Now, Christopher, what are your hopes for creatives? What do you hope that they can get out of CNU? And also, what are your hopes post-COVID after all of this is over for creatives like yourself and others?
I really hope that it just serves as that meeting ground, that resource that helps you find maybe the missing piece of the puzzle that you've been searching for. After COVID is done, life isn't going to go back to normal right away. And there's going to be a lot of hesitant people going to certain areas that we might have used to network and meet new people. So I hope that Canoe offers a more of a safer platform for you to still continue to expand and create networks that you might have been creating on your own outside in the environments.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course, thanks for sharing. And folks, as you heard it, Creatives Near You, or Canoe, is now available on iPhone and Android stores. Download the free app by typing in CNU. You can also follow Creatives Near You with the U as typed below on Instagram to keep up to date. That's all for our show today. Thank you for tuning in to BXRX. I'm your host, Sonyi Lopez, wishing you and your family safety and wellness now and always. Until next time.